Wake.
Welcome back.
Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried
God
that
damn
you're
it.
right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
Ransom. Episode 3.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI.
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice
She's got a
girl.
bit of a limp.
Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the
you know how
island.
it is.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky.
Huh.
But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trails.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Where is this place? Oh, he's gotta open it.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al.
Jeez,
I'm
Barry,
just getting to the
calm
best
down.
part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless.
Oh. Where are we going?
Anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Can't we just go to the... It's that one over there, isn't it? See, now I'm walking with a limp.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
We're definitely not gonna do some naughty stuff. Yeah. You never know. Kick the door.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad
Hi.
you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
I would have noticed something wrong.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Oh, what's...
in my coffee?
Barry! What?
This is why you never drink coffee from fanatics' houses. Hey, oh, okay. Hello! Then she pours hot coffee in your face.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Hello?
Back to work, boy.
How'd she even get that angle on my face? She would have to have melded out of the wall.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
Oh, hello.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Just a bunch of Alan Wake stuff. Memory loss.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
Barry.
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
Barry.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there.
Whatever.
Would you like
Manuscript.
To today's...
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible.
Yes.
There was no...
Yes.
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
You know,
Time to waste.
we could just be having some ba-bonk. Pfft, you never know. It's like, hey, Sheriff, I don't know, my dear sweet Rose, she is, she might be into some heavy stuff. Or something like that, I don't know. Who knows? If I see a limpy bad guy coming at me, I don't know. I will shoot his other leg. And he will be extra limpy.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
What have I done? I haven't even done anything.
God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
Wow, that's some unnatural luck I found there.
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Well, it did say in the manuscript that Agent Nightingale was gonna...
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake! Come on! Make it easy on him!
Get after him! Don't let him get away! Move it! I'll have your shot if you let him get away!
Right. Of course you will. And what do you do when bad people come after you? When bad people come after the other people, too? Act! Axe murderers! New!
Stop running! There he goes!
How'd you see me?
Okay, men, keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh,
Really?
damn.
Fan out! There he goes!
Ah!
Stop! I'm on the way! Stop! Keep an eye out!
I hate sneaky parts of any game.
God damn it, where did he go?
In Deus Ex, it was kind of alright, but, you know, I'm still not super good at sneaky missions. It's just not my forte.
He's gone! Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
One of the most very annoying things, let me guess, you know, one of the most annoying things that can really draw you out is
For decades, the darkness that
if you need to go
lived
pee
under their skin
during the
suffered
recording,
in the
then
dark
you-
place that was its
whatever.
home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
What a dick move. Well, anyways, when you need to do anything that has to draw you out of recording, it's just very annoying. Because especially when you need to go pee, you're just like sitting, jumping in your chair. Hello! No!
Come in, Agent Nightingale. This is Sheriff Breaker. Over.
Nightingale, over.
What on earth is going on? My deputies tell me you fired at Wake and he didn't have a gun. You almost hit a civilian instead. Over.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase. I don't have time for this.
Well, make the time. You can't just go shooting at people in my town. Over.
I'm a federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my methods, Sheriff? Make an appointment. Over.
You stay right where you are, Agent Nightingale. I'm on my way. Out.
Ooh. Alright. Well, checkpoint, something terrible is gonna happen. We just know it. Right.
Search the area.
You guys are gonna get stomped by darkness.
This way.
It's coming.
Over
It's
here.
coming. Yep. Fuck. Nah, well, don't be dismayed, guys.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
Sheriff Breaker is a pretty good kid. Pretty nice gal. Reasonable, rational, logical. Not all fucking crazy like Nightingale. Also, who? Nightingale. Really?
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
Okay. Birdie's gonna take care of that. What the fuck is up with these birds? Isn't that the guy's tower? The radio guy? Or is that... am I thinking of another place? Yeah, I probably am. This is probably just some guy. I thought this was the radio tower.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, Mulligan, what are you doing? Come on.
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both of them. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Okay. Well. Why don't you go up here again? Never mind. This way.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
He is called Maine. Come on.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Ah, well.
There was no power to the searchlight.
Fuck. Well, that's over here. Other side. Well, it vaporized the gate. Right. Na 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 na. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Come on. Flashlight. Well, I got a flashlight now. Her. Better vaporize that too.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
Right. Well, they've been taken. Yeah, taken.
You have the right to remain silent.
Whoa, okay. Nice. So that's just insta kill. Sweet. Stop it, guys. Guys, it's still unnecessary.
another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over.
Big ruckus. Oh, piece of paper. No. Guys. You need to control yourself. Okay. Sound and fury. Or whatever that's supposed to mean. Probably being close to the flashbang and taking out a lot of guys.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
No, Mr. Wake! Don't drink the coffee! Ah, well. Nya nya nya. Mass Effect coming out soon. It was actually my plan to finish up Alan Wake before Mass Effect came out, and then I could be like, all like, yeah, upload a shit ton. But my internet's being shoddy as shit, so that might be a little difficult. Radio conversation? No, just flashbangs. They are, crazy weapons. But I guess I can understand it. Intense flash of light. And if sound is any factor as well, I mean, then the darkness is done. It's GTFO. Ah, right. Oh.
I hope Maine
There
can
we
lend me
go.
a car to get to the coal mine.
It's Lorna Miles.
Oh, why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why the cops bothered.
I hope he has a gun. Jeez. No, come on, Wake. Damn it.
Well,
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in.
Oh, God.
I'm going to see if I can
Fuck
talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find
Yeah,
time to do
being
this,
chased
Mr.
by the
Wake.
police.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter with you?
Judas
There's a
Priest?
woman in there.
Really? You're gonna call up for that? That is... Maybe he's a Judas Priest fan.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Right.
Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Well, you're an absolute loon. Do I get a gun now? Yes. Love my guns. With my guns, I can do anything. I kill that guy. No problem. And that guy too. He don't stand a chance. Then I calmly reload my weapon. No problem. And talk like I got this giant attitude. From Jersey.
There was no sensible reason for the power company and work lights to be here. It was almost as if it had been left for someone like me to use.
Right. Let's hope. Let's hope. The darkness controls the Taken. Well, no shit. Really? Why'd you miss? Headshot. Punk. Still though. Helen, come on. I would still have liked to play it on the Nightmare mode. Another ding. Boom. Did it. Do I get a prize? Kinda wondering what's up here. Oh, there's a manuscript page up there. I think. Yeah, there is. Who's posting
the
these?
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
Right. Of course. Bulldozers. No problem. I've dealt with Kronos in God of War. He was pretty easy. Yeah. I did that. Bulldozers. Psh.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
He's kind of an ass. Gotta jump on the train. Ah, well, there we go. Meow. Episode. Oh, let's take this phone call.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
It's probably like a recorded message or something.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Why is there so many flying objects? Unidentified flying objects. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching. Leave a comment and tune in to the next.